and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to a very, very special on the road edition, baby, of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh yeah! And if you were with us last time, we're in the middle of an intense race. Oh yeah! And of course, I am the captain to lead us upon this race, Captain Rampoon McNasty. And I ain't here alone because I'm rocking with the Stormbreakers. Holy. I'm here with Langston Underground. I'm here with Manson Zermeister. I'm here with Crit. And of course, to lead us along in this epic adventure, and to throw lots of shit our way, the greatest goddamn D&D DM of the land. Here I am, mate. Gonzalez, take it away.
All right, thank you, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Sunday night Goblins Under the Stairs. We got our adventures here in the middle of the Sandstorm Sprint on Arcabon. A little recap of how we landed exactly where we are currently, as they made their way to Arcabon, to the encampment there, checking out all the other racers and everyone all around. They ended up meeting someone that seemed to be familiar with Crick, or at least they thought they were. They called him by the name of Jorlin, and were certain that he was this person that they called Jorlin, but Crick, of course, denied. And this gentleman let him know that, you should maybe watch your back because you are wearing the face of a dead wanted man, essentially. This Jorlin guy apparently has done some unsavory things and has the ire of this mobster named Big Gino, a Nyogi slaver, on his trail, or wanting to find him. With this information gleaned, and you guys poking around some of these other encampments, seeing that these goblins had a little bit of a vulnerable position with these oil tanks that they had strapped to the back of their dune buggy, you guys decided to call it a night and get some rest before the race. And as the race was beginning to start, of course, Gristle gave you a big, heartfelt announcement and gave you guys the lay of the rules and told you guys that this wasn't exactly your normal race. You guys were going to be heading towards an area called Dead Man's Rock, a cliff carved by time and fury into the shape of a skull, and across the way from Dead Man's Rock is a cave with keys to, or a key to the treasure that will be the winning prize here. There are several keys inside of this cave, and you guys need to find the right one. Gristle mentioned, of course, that this race, as furious as it is going to come down to see who's truly bad to the bone. And you guys decided to get this race on started, and Crick got you guys jump started rather quickly, getting ahead of everyone, and with some quick plays in mind, throwing some fireballs and some fire arrows and creating a force field around your guys' vehicle. You're able to get ahead of everyone rather unscathed, and with you guys invisible currently, made yourselves past these raiders that decided to start attacking some of the other racers behind you guys currently. With that one fireball blowing up the goblins and apparently killing them all in one fell swoop. You guys are down one group of enemies, opponents currently, as close behind the others are making their way on up. We ended off here, as you guys could see, the around the corner, a carcass of a purple worm buried into the earth, beginning to kind of shudder and move around a little bit. Unsure of what exactly that was until you look into the distance, and what you guys can probably see now here, this massive token of this sandstorm that comes on, billowing through the path here, leaving a whole blanketed kind of currently. Get your sandstorm on, exactly.
Oh no.
You see a whole curtained kind of wall of sand and dust between these two cliff sides that you guys need to traverse through. You can just kind of see bits of rock and debris being fling everywhere, and the vegetation that's there kind of clinging to the earth for dear life as it's blowing all about. And that is where we're going to start it with the Blucket, Team Blucket. You guys are on up, so go ahead and decide to take your turn as you would like.
I look over at
Real
Craig.
quick,
Go
do
on.
we see like any alternate spots that might be more efficient, not having to go through this dust storm?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I know we have that one little spell, but I just want to check. You said perception. Oh, 26.
Ooh, 26. As you guys see this furious sandstorm come tearing through the path up ahead, you quickly look for alternative ways, and Manta, you do notice there is an opening between the cliff sides here. However, seems to be a drop from that side down below.
Okay. Gents, obviously we see the sandstorm. Do we want to? You think we're okay with the spell that we have to get past it?
I think that's the best bet.
Well, just so we know, the spell means we have to
see-
go through it, not past it.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
There is a spot just to our left that looks like it leads to the other side, but it looks like there's a drop.
You guys are blazing
kinda
through
hover.
this race right now, so try to speak in 3-second, 4-second burst if you can.
I look
So
at
what,
it.
straight or left?
Can we jump it? Can we make it?
Okay, we're hovering. I think so.
All right, Crick.
Ace Pilot, Crick, it's your call.
There's no way our ship's gonna make the storm. Yeah, hit it, Crick.
I guess we'll see what happens. I'm gonna bonus action dash, so that's gonna go 120 feet. So I'll go just over the edge of the thing with my bonus action.
All right.
Still invisible.
Yeah, go ahead and start moving your token about. As you guys are passing through this way, along that path, is anyone else doing anything?
As we were crossing, would I have noticed any additional space on this rocket right here, or were all seats kind of filled?
It is completely jam-packed.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the Goliath, he's sitting in the front, and he's twice as big as anyone that you've seen or anyone around you guys. The Warforged is sitting in a spot that's like I mentioned, it's almost like an R2-D2 spot, like in the X-wing for him. He sits flush in there. It's not even like a seat. It's like he's like set in there as a piece of the machine itself. And then the other one's just got a seat for him by himself, the lizard folk.
Understood.
I wouldn't do anything, but I would basically keep the ship gun aimed at whoever's behind us, just in case we need to.
All right.
I would brace myself.
Right. As you guys, Craig comes, blazing on through the path, cutting across the path, making a dangerous move as the Void Reaver, the speeder up here, is about to cut through the path as well. As you guys come launching this way, you eventually hit the edge or the lip of this cliff edge. Overlooks the ground down below about 20 to 30 feet. As you come flying on over, do you do anything before you actually go over the edge or anything? Or does anyone?
Just kind of sit there and I cross like all of my limbs. I'm like, this fucking work.
Ooh.
Let me. Oh no, it's not the guide or the language of the spell.
So, as we're falling off of this thing, I immediately see that it's a little too far. So I kind of cringe myself a little bit, and you see all the nanobites go into the car as I try to cast Featherfall into the vehicle.
Nice. Alright.
And
Mhm.
would it be possible to cast a lucky on this?
Not lucky, but you could cast guidance. You would be aware though that regardless after the situation, the bucket's gonna be taking some damage. It's gonna become visible again. So with that in mind, feel free to do as you guys please.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. I'll cast guidance then.
Okay.
That's all right. It's a pass. Yeah.
Nice. So, Crick, go ahead and describe this as you come flying on over the edge.
That's exactly what happens. It's kind of like Looney Tunes, right? Everybody goes out, and the car just kind of drops out from us. We're all like hanging for half a second, and now we're falling, but the car just slows down, and we slowly, like, easily sit back on the car. As a whole, we keep going, and so that's my reaction. So technically, I still have an action, right? Yeah, and then okay, cool. Yeah. So we're just kind of sitting there.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys go flying over the edge, and Rampu quickly puts a hand on Crick's shoulder as Crick feels this focus go through his body, and you guys just gently glide on down to the ground as you go over the edge. Not a bit of impact, at all, since you guys are hovering still, gently again across the ground, and feel free to take any other actions that you guys would like.
Fuck yeah! And I just saw you got a 4 in that guidance, Craig. Good shit.
So, because I know we would have taken damage and come out of invisibility regardless. Because stuff was cast, we're not invisible anymore, right?
Well, that's a good point. The feather fall stopped you guys from that the fall damage, but he did cast it on himself or in the vehicle, so at least those two are visible. Rampu is also visible from his guidance, but you and Manto currently would not be.
Okay, well, I might out myself here because Manto gets a lot more benefit from being stealthy since I'm not needed to kind of lay low for the spell scroll at this point. Would y'all be cool if I just fucking kept that rocket ship in place? Or tried to?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll fucking whip another light snare at it. So I have to roll a spell attack. On a success, the target is restrained and is magically fixed until the end of its next turn.
Okay. So would you have been doing that as you're like passing on by then?
I think so, because it's like, oh, I see, it's like, oh, there's a drop. Okay,
Yeah.
Fuck it, and I'll just kind of like do my little like finger flick at him and try to snare him in place.
Totally. Roll to hit. Oh yeah.
25?
25 will hit.
Toy. So, just like Skellywagon Bonbones, I don't remember his name, that's just what my brain filtered. They are now stuck in place until the end of their next turn.
Incredible. As you guys come flying on by, Langston quickly becomes visible once again, shoots off this spell as the Void Reaver is flying on through it, immediately halts, dead in place, boom, as it sees just Langston cruising on by, invisible, hovering in the air with nothing else around him. Yep, 2 middle fingers up in the air as he goes off the edge, seemingly like he's on an invisible flying broom himself. And incredible, as they get stuck in place there, they are restrained.
Nice. All you hear before we fall over the cliff is, get fucked! Oh boy.
Incredible. Alright, Manto, anything from you or anything else from anyone else?
Yeah, so I would see that everyone except myself are now visible. And so I'm like, I can't really like attack right now, and I kind of like this invisibility, so I would just stick like my one of like my little tiny limbs into my mouth and like give Rampu a wet willy.
Ew.
Is that an action?
Oh,
Is that a bonus action?
Wet Willie's free action.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Wet Willie.
Wait, I
And
thought that was
lean
taking
over,
potions.
and I leap over to Langston. And I go, "You're number 2 now."
Nice.
So I
And I'm
guess
like,
as-
worth it.
Thank you, man.
as we're falling,
That would be my turn.
All right, great.
do I see 2 paths? Is there a straight path and a path to the left?
Yeah, as you guys land on down here, boom, you see a smoothed out kind of path, a well-traversed path that heads down, south from where you guys are. But there's also one that kind of hooks up to the left, and you see this archway up there that it seems like that path goes through. And then, of course, one that curves around to the right that goes around the cliffside that you guys just bypassed.
Actually, Nate, I do have a question. Before I just say that is my turn. Given that like I have a revolver and I'm proficient with it, instead of obviously not doing anything besides the Wet Willy, I don't take that back. Can I like hold the like Rampoos turret like for more stability and use steady aim as a bonus action to give him advantage?
You could use your action to give him the help action to give him advantage. Essentially the same thing, I guess, but...
Okay, so I'll use
just
bonus action, Wet Willy, action, help.
Bonus action, Wet Willy.
Action. Really?
Rampu did use an action to do guidance on this turn.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not sure
shooting
if
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only use a bonus action right now.
All right, never mind. Then I'm action, Wet Willy.
Well, I guess it's on the next
Bonus action,
attack,
okay.
right? So he'd be able to do it next round, or
Yeah, but I'm thinking that'll probably get me uninvisible.
oh yeah.
All right. Crick, was there something...
Invisibility.
Sounds smart.
So I still have movement. I still have my action,
You have action.
So
You
I
already
can
did
do
your
an action.
movement and the bonus action dash action.
but I can,
right?
but I can action dash as well.
Correct, yeah. You can
'Cause
do another
expeditious
60 feet or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So I guess as we're going down, I just kind of scream out to everybody like, straight or left?
Straight.
Straight. I think we need the key.
Okay.
Wait.
And
Not
straight's
bad.
this way to me, just so everybody knows.
Oh.
No, then up.
Right.
Yeah, we want to go towards the bone. Towards the.
Yo,
the
wait.
web.
Right. Hold on.
We want to go right? Oh, we think it's up there?
So,
Okay.
Right.
So, yeah, you guys would have been coming... you guys saw where this purple worm was on that path
Hello.
up there prior. When you're on the other side of it. So, of course, you can decide you don't know where, which direction to go from here, honestly, where the skull rock is. So, it's totally your guys' call from here.
That's
No.
all right.
I'm also leaning
Would we-
right, Crick.
I remember a young pre-alcoholic albatross saying, "When in doubt, go right."
That's insanely
Never
niche
met
and would
them.
be insane if it's not true.
Different campaign.
All right, so we dash upwards.
All right. Another
That
60
metagaming.
Another 60 feet on up that way, and you guys see that purple worm carcass buried in the sand, splitting the path up ahead. Anything else for you guys?
Since I use my bonus action, light snare is a bonus action. May I use my action to cast mending to expend one of the remaining hit die on the bucket?
Sure.
Sweet. So that we said that was a D12, right?
Yes.
Is there anything added to that?
No. No,
Alrighty.
the con score, whatever their con score is, +2.
+2. Okay, so Lucky gets back 11. So we are at
Nice.
78. Or 77. We're almost at full.
Very nice.
And then we are now down to 10 hit die on this thing.
Awesome.
Keeping a tally.
All right, so that'll end your guys' turn there. You see this archway to the left, the purple worm carcass up ahead, and the sandstorm to your guys' right behind the mountainside that you guys just bypassed. Behind the scene here, You guys can't see what's going on really, as you guys have escaped all of this nonsense. Let me go ahead and move the view over here, though. Oh wait, I don't have any of you guys over here anymore, so I need to add a token. So a second, I have a view over here.
Let's do it with sound.
That rocket ship better not be moving.
There we go. Just drop this token down here. Perfect. All right, so the Raiders over there, good old Oakland. They, you see, or they're up on top. Some of them are on the cliff sides, you know, hiding, camouflaging up there. Some of them have pulled up that spike strip to stop the Bone Burner and Dead Man Cade as they were about to cross into their vicinity. But with these, the Void Reaver, stunned in or restrained in place there, they see an easy target with their blasters to take a couple shots at them with advantage.
Nice.
Ooh, a 9's gonna miss. A
Not
10's gonna miss.
Fuck, man.
A 12's gonna miss.
Oh my god.
And a 12's gonna miss. As the Raiders miss all their shots on the restrained vehicle right there. You're pew pew pew.
Typical Vegas.
Yeah, they're true stormtrooper fashion, as they are just missing every shot, and these lasers are just blasting into the sand and dirt around them. The gargantuan Goliath and the lizard folk and the Warforged are, you know, trying to duck and dodge all these attacks, but they're watching us just hit the sand beside them, and to no avail do they get any hits. The two beside the spike strip over here, we're going to take shots at Dead Man Cade. An 18 will hit. 10's going to miss. And then 17 and 17 will hit as they pew 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 hit for 13 plus 8 is 21 damage. As these horses are starting to slow down a little bit now. Through these shots are chipping away at them. Boom, boom! You guys can hear the clanging of metal on metal as the Goliath is just banging his cybernetic arms onto the machine. Fucking get this thing started! Glitch! What the hell? Boom, boom! And you're all these kind of computer and mechanical kind of sounds, and they're trying to figure out something, and eventually he's has pushed so many of these different buttons. You guys can't see, but they have a little trick of their own where they have also now become invisible for the time being. And mark that. Scrap Fang is gone. Bone Burner. Alright. So Dead Man Cade and his horses all sorts of beat up here. The flaming hooves dig into the earth down below, scorching it, and with reckless speed they begin to take off away from the scene as quickly as they can. I'm gonna make a dex check. Nice. Alright. Without any problem, without spitting out or anything, they enhance their speed. They go faster than they could possibly imagine going, or you guys could maybe possibly imagine them going with 120 feet up, and then they can go with that another 40 feet. And they see they're looking into the eye of the storm up ahead, and without wasting a second, without slowing down whatsoever, is going to continue to just try to dash on through this. We are going to make some saves here. Let's see what happens. Dead Man Cade waits for no one as the pelting winds swirling all around begin to start to wreck him. Let's see, with a dex save first.
Nate, do you have your rolls set as roll to self?
You're right. I do. Okay.
We've seen that you're rolling and then it just goes away. I'm just like,
Yeah.
So with a 14 on his dex save, that is good. And then the con save, 16. All right, not bad, not bad. 6, okay, and then no loss of speed. Deadman Cade digging through the earth here, blazing out the other side of the storm, relatively unscathed, taking a little bit of damage as he gets pelted with some rocks and debris and all sorts of things being picked up around here. But you guys now see him blazing around the corner out of the sandstorm now and catching up to you guys. That is it for their turn. The Iron Hound, the dwarves, the Death Dwarves, and their black skull-adorned, spiked, almost a little bit of Sherman tank, come boom, chugging out some black, thick smoke, going up ahead. That is their full movement speed right there. Let me see their dash and whatnot. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and try this. Nope. All right. So they keep on chugging along. As they get past the Void Reaver, actually, the group right here, they take a aim of their shrapnel blast, their cannon, in their direction, and take a shot at them with advantage. At that, a 17 will hit. Doing 22 points of damage to their machinery, and I need a strength save from them. They are restrained. Does that have anything with strength saves? Nope, just dex saves. So strength save. 16 will save. Okay. They keep on chugging up ahead as they get into the approach to the sandstorm up ahead. The ones that are hanging out of the top of the tank, you see put on some goggles and then flap down the tank, and I guess you guys don't see this, but I'm just describing it. They begin to close off that to be able to protect themselves from the storm. And with that all taken care of, we'll take it back to Team Bucket over here. You guys see the purple worm carcass up ahead, the paths careening and kind of crisscrossing. Of course, you see this archway to your left where there's a path that goes down and through that. The path continues up and toward to the north west as well. And then, of course, you see where Deadman Cade and his horses are coming from to the east. They'll pass through that purple worm carcass.
And you said we can see these people perfectly, right?
You can see them there. Yep. They just come out of the storm. I mean, it's kind of crazy as you see this thick, blanketed storm, and this skeletal horse and skeletal cowboy just comes riding through like fucking nothing.
So
I can't really lie.
as I see that for a split second, I'm kind of like impressed, and then I know that this is my chance, and I look over at the guys and just give one a, oh yeah, and I just start turning, and before I take a shot, I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark, and I'll put it on whoever's driving.
Deadman Cade.
Yeah, buddy.
Oops.
And Manto, were you gonna help me? Because if not, I'm just gonna lucky it. Okay, then I'm gonna lucky the shot. And remember that I had magic weapon, the gun, so it's a +1.
That's right.
I'm gonna lucky this shot, so I get advantage. So that's a 15.
A 15 will just hit.
Yeah.
That is
+1, baby.
That +1 made the difference.
For the +1.
That is what made the difference.
It adds a +1 to the damage as well, so it's 16 damage.
Hell yes, very nice. Go describe how that shot looks.
So literally, I turn over, and I'm used to giving the orders, so I yell out, fire! And nothing happens for a second, and then I'm like, oh shit! And then I go take the shot, and I actually aim it just a little bit too low. But just when I take the shot, Crick hits a little bump, so or we like hover over a bump, and so I go, and that little hover gets the shot an extra inch up just enough to hit the motherfucker.
Hell
And I'm
yes.
like, sometimes better lucky than good, boys. Yeah.
Go.
Amazing. I'm just marking 3 points of damage on the Iron Helm from flames from the horses. But yeah, amazing shot as you smack Deadman Cade. Was not expecting that as he comes through the storm unscathed, and immediately he's met by this blaster cannon shot of force energy, just boom, rattling his bones back.
And by the way, since I had him Hunter's Mark, with that,
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll
he added
d6. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Thing I remember. Oh, I thought it was a 6 for a sec. 2 more. I'll take it.
2 more. All right. Very nice. Who's up next?
That's it.
I can potentially do something at the end if you would like me to go last here, fellas. Might be able to make us invisible again.
Okay, which way do we want to go? I guess keep going up this way.
Right.
Yep, up to the left, go past the worm carcass. I would say. Actually,
Neat.
yep.
40.
Okay.
Could I check to see this little like outcropping up here? Would I be able to tell, is that the cave that he was talking about, or could I glean if that's what he was referring to by any chance?
What outcropping?
Sorry, it's like this little like truck in the shade over here. It looks like, I don't know if that like leads into a cave or if that's just like a.
Here, go make a perception check.
This
Sure.
one? Is that what you're talking about?
How's a 10 tickle you?
As you look on over there, you see like this rocky outcropping kind of hangs over a little bit, creating like an area of shade. But you don't see any actual cave entrances there. And of course, look around, and you don't see any skull mountains or cliff faces as well.
Oh, that's right. It was by a skull. My bad.
All right, so there's 60.
Well, as
And
you
then
as you guys approach right about there, Crick, the earth around you guys, kind of close to this purple worm, you see begins to churn, and come jumping up out of the earth here. You guys see these kind of massive insect-like monsters dripping venom from their mandibles, and seeming like you could tell now, looking around at the purple worm carcass, that they were feeding on this. You see these chitinous kind of burrowing monsters, larger than a horse. They have these hooked claws, serrated mandibles, and man, these things are fucking fearsome looking. As they come on as you guys come cruising on by, they jump up, and the first one closest to you guys, actually, yes, because I did roll the stealth surprise, takes a shot with a, you just see this kind of vile green acid spit out of its mouth in your guys' direction. I need everyone to make a dex save for me, please.
Did you say surprised? I don't think we can be surprised because of my whip of warning.
The 2014 Whip of Warning does not allow you to be surprised.
Alarm, yep.
The 2024, though, has
Boo!
changed.
Need to write a note about that.
Make TMZ great again.
So you said it's a dex save?
Dex save,
Oh, boy.
please.
By the way, to recharge the cannon, would that be an action?
You'll just do it at your next turn. It's not an action. It's just something you just do.
Okay, cool.
Do I still have guidance? Or is it just one roll?
It's just
or is
that
it a
one
whole
roll.
minute? Okay.
And I get a +1 on saves. Next. That roll.
Not sure if the bucket needs to roll it.
Yeah, the bucket should.
Alright,
I don't think. Hold on. We fixed it so it doesn't have. Is it higher AC and then it doesn't have disadvantage anymore?
18. Yeah, there's no disadvantage on stuff now.
So
Nice, Rampu.
you know what? Good for you guys. Really good for y'all.
I didn't do good either.
Yeah, Langston and Crick, you guys will both take 7 acid damage, and you guys are bathed in this
Ow.
acid, just completely drenched in it. You
love
see it
that.
coating your armor and your flesh. Everyone else, you guys will take half of that, so 3.
Does that make me visible now?
It does make you visible.
Con check.
Be right back.
Okay, great on those con saves. All right, and then the closest one to you guys now, as it jumps up with these hooked kind of claws, it latches on right by you, man.
Oh, I don't take any damage because of evasion.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm still
Good
visible.
for you,
You're
man.
still visible.
That's
invisible
tight.
then.
Or invisible.
Very nice. As this Ankh egg, this giant bug, just grabs onto the side of the bucket now. Let's go ahead and make a check on this. Ooh, 8 is not going to be great.
Let me see. I know my thing is disadvantage with ferrous metals and whatnot. Let me see. Bonus action. Oh. If it is trying to latch on, can I expend my bonus action to have it do a strength saving throw? On a failure, it'll take 1d6 force damage and it's knocked prone. Would that essentially just like knock it off the bucket?
Yeah, we can do that. It's a strength saving throw.
Yes, and it might save is D15.
All right, I rolled a 19.
Of course, it's a check for me, so why would you fail it? I forget that's how this works in any point in this campaign.
That is how it
Anything
works,
you see.
unfortunately. As he
18
tries
or
to
higher.
latch on to the bucket, it gets its claws on up there, but does not get a firm grasp. Instead, it goes and tries to swipe at Rampu on the back of it. Does not seem. Wait, does it have blind sense? It does a tremor sense. It wouldn't work for this, I don't think. Alright, so it goes and tries to swipe at Rampu with a 9. That is going to miss, unfortunately. And that is it for their surprise stuff that they were doing. You guys can go ahead and finish your turn now.
Okay, this is not an element. Do we want the bugs dead or keep moving?
Keep moving. Let the
Okay.
others hit them.
Okay.
I can
Then-
go another 120 feet if we want to do that first.
Yeah, hit it.
You
Okay.
and Langston are drenched in acid, which does have an effect, just so you know.
I've used all my actions. Can one of you guys clean them off?
I had a bonus action.
Rampu just starts licking them. I heard it's acid.
Well, I will
Mason.
bonus action another 60, so we're there. And then, I guess with the other guy coming through, I could action shake it off.
Take it off. All right, Tay.
Actually, I've got an alchemy jug. Does it take time? How long does it take to make the water? 2 gallons per minute.
What I would do, I would say, I would hand Crick real quick my decanter of endless water. I'm here, like, here, use this real quick.
Oh, is that an action to use or whatever? I guess I would just.
I think it's an action to use.
Use
Yeah,
it.
it is. Yeah,
Alright.
it is.
So yeah, action to turn it on, and then item action. I just start flicking it across Langston and I.
Hey.
All right.
Gotta buy dinner for you.
Settle down.
He wants the geyser.
He loves it.
I just get blasted off the bucket.
All right.
I'm just like, now how do you use?
Yeah, with the use of the water, you're able to splash it on both of you guys and wash it off. It was without the water, you'd imagine maybe we would only been able to do one of you guys, but with that, you're able to clear it off both of you guys effectively. And
Got them both off.
yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
Both people got to get off.
All right. So that's my action. So that no dash. Yeah.
Now, if it was the 2014 water, you can get yourself, get yourself off.
Yep.
5 water, they get both of you off.
No dice.
For progress.
I'm a caring crick.
That's right.
Thank you, Crick. Okay, and then this outcropping up here, again, from this angle, I can't tell. This is not like skulls or anything, right?
Yeah, as you're looking around, you don't see any skulls anywhere.
Okay.
Are we going the
Um,
right direction?
I'm just gonna yell at Crick. Crick, go down next. And then just veer, like, aim us to, like, go down here. Like, through this path here.
Mm-hmm. This thing here.
And then I haven't used an action yet. How's everyone doing? Everyone holding up okay?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Rick, you good?
Quite nice, actually.
Right. And then last thing I'll yell, do we want to be invisible again?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I know before we used the dust to turn us invisible, I have the potion of Saluna that is a potion of invisibility. Could I see if there's anywhere within the bucket that I could like apply this to see if it would work for the vehicle or if it's just individual use?
Make an Arcana check.
16.
Yeah, with the 16, you've seen that Crick has been able to pump his arcane nature through himself, his being, into the bucket from this haphazard way he's wired into it. Who knows? Maybe if you feed it to him, you're able to have him push that through as well.
You know, I'll be like, hey, Crick, already like baby bird ready, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what we're doing, and I'll just pour it, give it to Crick.
Let's see what happens.
Crick chugs it down. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, Crick.
Rick, you crazy man.
As the cold lunar liquid sloshes down Crick's throat, some of it spilling over his mouth as he forgets to swallow for a moment. It eventually disperses through him, and you see some sparks churning on the part that he's connected to on the bucket, and then one big spark goes off, and with that, you guys all blink out of standard visibility and become invisible once again.
Hooray! Alright, so this should be good so those bugs can't get us anymore and we can kind of go unimpeded. And if we need to come out for any reason, you know, I'm not offended. I just thought this would help us.
I like it.
As when I would have seen him doing that before he kind of got that off, I would have released 250 ball bearings.
You have to use them all if you want to use them in an effective manner. That it does.
Deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Deal. I will get rid of
He's
all
all too willing, ma'am.
998. 998. Right there.
Okay. Let me draw a little circle there or something.
Yeah, I imagine like I would have seen him kind of like getting that push. I'm like, wait, I know what that is, and I'm like scrambling to get the like sash out. I'm like,
Hold on.
I'm getting off the back.
There you go. Right like that, essentially. Oh, did that draw for you? There we go.
Yeah, I like that big time.
All right. That's a little bit bigger than it would be. It would only be 10 feet, so I'll fix it in a second.
Easy.
But,
Whatever.
anything else for you guys? Any other actions or bonus actions from anyone? Any other movement?
No.
All right.
Oh, no, I already did my thing. We're good.
Beautiful.
Let's see where these guys go.
Okay.
Sad day to have no more ball bearings. It only took 45 weeks.
Right, it's in
My
his
God.
diary. All right, so the Raiders are up now. If I knew sports, I would quote a quarterback's name or something. But the one on top of the hillside here with these the Void Reaver still kind of stuck in place down below. Taking a couple more shots at it, see if we can get some hits. It's not restrained anymore, right? Or when does the restrained condition end, Tommy?
It ends at the end of their next turn. Give me 1 second. Let me confirm. I believe that's what the language said. It is magically fixed in place until the end of its next turn.
Okay, so they're no longer restrained currently then, so no longer advantage on these blaster
Yep.
shots, but a 20 will hit. 5 will miss. a natural 20 and a natural 20.
Shoot!
Of course, while they're not restrained. Oh wait, I
We're gonna
marked
be all by ourselves
the
soon.
Reaver invisible instead of you guys by an
Wow.
accident. Oh wait, no, they are invisible. That's right. Oh wait, fuck, that's right.
20.
I forgot. They are invisible. So those shots are gonna go against the dwarves. Up ahead. 24, 24, 20. So we got regular shot 5. Crit shot will be double that. Oops, marked the wrong one. There we go. And then one more damage on a crit. There we go. Okay, double that. Take that shot. Okay, we're looking good as those raiders take those shots. The Void Reaver group, invisible still, comes barreling through. You guys can hear the heat and speed of their turbine blazing as they approach up towards the edge of the storm. And let's see, we're going to make some saves and see what happens. Dex, nice. Con, very nice. With great speed, they come barreling through. Sight unseen, as they are currently invisible. And let's see, how much movement have I done so far? That will put them there, right about the entrance of the purple worm. And as they fly on by Deadman Cade, a couple of magic missile shots come whizzing out from Glitch, making him visible, and doing 9 points of damage. That'll bring us to Cade now. Well, actually, they're going to have to make a dex save to see if they take any fire damage. Sorry, guys, I know there's a lot going on here, and got a lot of enemies' turns to take. But yeah, they actually don't take that damage as they blaze on through, hitting Cade. Cade goes and tries to race around him. As he does, they take a shot at the Warforged. Let's go ahead and open up his stat block. A revolver shot at the Warforged. A 10's gonna miss, unfortunately. As that shot misses, you guys can see Cade pull out a lasso and kind of a spectral kind of lasso, and he goes and tries a lasso Glitch with that, and he grabs onto him and does 10 points of necrotic damage to him. And you see as he kind of looks like he's like hitching a ride onto the Void Reaver now, and Glitch takes a little bit of damage, and I will take care of that in a second. We got the dwarves up now. Their tank a little bit further behind, but still looking sturdy and strong. You hear the chugging of their loud engine as they decide to blaze straight through the storm as well. And let's see what kind of saves we make with them. Ooh, 10 on the dex, 21 on the con. As they come boom, 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 flying on through here, they get pelted with all sorts of debris, just kind of swirling about in this place, and they lose control a little bit. You guys can't see what's happening in here, but the storm is getting the best of them. They can't seem to get control. Their tank is heavy, stuck to the ground, but even still, it seems to be kind of pushing them about and making them lose control a bit. We are going to take a little bit of damage, and they're going to be stuck in there for the time being. And that'll bring us to the Ankh eggs. You guys are invisible, so they look around, see the Deadman Cade up here, and immediately start to go up to attack him. Let's go and do some claw attacks. 9 is going to miss, and a 14 will miss as well. Alright, as they come running on up to Deadman Cade, leaving you guys with a opening and no enemies really nearby you guys. It is your guys' turn once again, and what do you guys do?
Recharging the cannon. Would
Not
that
not an action or
ruin
anything.
our
Just,
invisibility?
just do it. Just click the button and see if you get a
Okay.
5 or a 6.
Q, Q, Q. Okay. Sorry, I lost those.
We're going south, right?
Yeah.
Is this a cliff?
Yeah! Recharged.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
How do you get that recharged, Rampill?
Honestly, I am in the zone. I'm feeling once I added the magic weapon to this thing, I feel like I am one with my gun. And I know it's time. I'm pointing at the horses just in case again, and just a very quick swoop action. I just load that shit up. And I'm ready to rock.
Hell yes, Rampu's ready to rock. And Crick, do you do any movement or anything first, or does anyone else take any other moves, actions?
Is this like a cliff down here, or is this a straight shot?
It's a straight shot right there.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess if we're going south, we'll go down that way.
Just gotta avoid
So
these
the,
rocks in that tree, of course. Go around them or through them.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So 60, and then bonus action, another 60. If anybody wants to do anything from there, or I can do another 60, I guess, to the left.
Do we come back from invisibility if we do stuff again, like the other one?
Yes.
And no, I don't want to do anything. Keep it moving.
Yeah, I think just move us the other 60.
Okay. All right. I guess we're going this way, right?
Yeah, the effect ends early if you make an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell.
All right.
So Crick keeps on
We're
cruising
cruising.
by then. No enemies in sight. No skull rocks in sight yet. Anything else for you, or for anyone else?
Yeah, I would just kind of like sit there and think, and I'm like, I think this would have been a better spot for ball bearings.
All right.
That's it.
Someone will be inconvenienced, Manto, don't worry.
I hope. At the very least, it'll be the purple worm.
One can dream.
All right. Anything else?
I'm good.
Beautiful. All right. The leads us to the Void Reaver up here. Glitch is visible in it, but the other members still invisible with the machine itself. Let me just double check something. Yeah, as they are right here. Let me move the screen over there. As they are right there next to Dead Man Cade, lassoed as well. Glitch starts to push some buttons on their machine, and an EMP-like pulse just boom. You guys feel or hear this like kind of deep reverberation, like a deep bass reverberation through the canyon here, as this blast goes off, and I need the bone burner to make us save. Alright, so with that going off, boom, these kind of the legs and the joints of the horses, the skeletal horses, begin to kind of collapse in on themselves a little bit as they become incapacitated for this round, slowing them down completely. The lizard folk reaches over and grabs the necrotic lasso around a Glitch and flings that off of him, and continuing on the race, they decide to push it into the high gear as you guys hear this kind of loud churning sound on top of that deep reverberation afterwards, as they begin to really take flight now, or take great speed as they do their void engine overload. It's going to double their movement speed until the end of the turn. So that is 200 feet then for this round. plus a dash action, so they're gonna go 300 feet. And they become visible as that goes off. You guys hear that sound, and like a rocket flying on by down this hillside, 120 feet, 150 feet. Do you guys see to your guys' left, since you guys are going down, but on the east or the right-hand side of the screen, the Void Reaver just goes flying on down and makes it to about those canyons right there. Seeming like a little bit further ahead of you guys than currently. And that is going to be it for their turn, as they are just blazing it like it's 420. And with the bone burner up, it kind of collapsed in on itself. Deadman Cade hops off and starts to try to lift up his horses right there real quick, trying to give him some help, but to no avail. He hops back on, starts to pick up his whip, and starts yelling at them. Or actually, Deadman Cade doesn't speak. He is completely silent, but still trying to take care of his task here, and they are stuck. But the Iron Howl stuck in the storm. You guys haven't seen them in a minute. Let's see if they're able to get out of this. 14 and 21. They take a bit more damage from the being inside of the sandstorm at the start, but gunning on through, they eventually make it on out and past Deadman Cade. And as they get past him, as he is stuck there right now, boom, spiked ram lowered and restrained with advantage. He goes, the dwarves go straight at him and his horses. He goes and dives out of the way. Actually, I'm going to roll for him separately because he's not restrained, but the horses are. Dex save on him. Cool. So he does dive out of the way, as I said, but the horses. Let's see what happens.
Go walk it.
The horses crunched underneath of the weight and the adamantine of the dwarves' Sherman tank, and the horses are seemingly out of commission for the race. As Deadman Cade dives out of the way and brushes himself off. He's got his 6-shooter pointed at the dwarves, but another one. Let's see if I can. This will be badass if I can do this too. Oh no, does not recharge on that. But I do get one more shot of this as one of the guys pops out of the Sherman tank, puts a bazooka black adamantine weapon over his shoulders, and as he's got his goggles down, he's aiming and trying to focus on where to hit. He takes this Hellfire shell and shoots it at him, and I need a dex save from Cade again. 17, that might be good enough. What was it? Yeah, it's a 16, so he saves. He'll take half of this damage. 19, so 9. Alright. Cade is looking rough. Oh wait, does he have an X on him? Yeah.
Horse does.
He does as well now after that shot. And boom! Deadman Cade is dead now for real. As he's deader man. As the Ankh eggs with the dwarves right here latch or try to latch onto them. And let's see if I can. Athletics. Nice. Two massive, horse-sized bugs hop onto their tank and starts crawling on top of it, and the one dwarf that was hopped out of the chute, the opening on top, immediately closes it once again and seals it shut, trying to escape this scene here. And that'll bring us to Team Bucket.
I say we stay invisible and keep moving.
We want to keep going down this path? Okay.
Does it seem like, looking at the rocket, that they have a better understanding of where to be going?
Um, you would understand just in, everyone probably would, that everyone has the same level of understanding and knowledge of the course and what's going on here.
Okay.
The goose is getting ours.
I go my
The guess
60.
is getting ours.
Still no skull. Then I'll go dash action 60. This little cave thing right here isn't anything special, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to like how Langston saw earlier. It, does make like a rocky outcropping, a shaded kind of area, roofed kind of area, but there's not an actual physical cave there.
Okay. And I guess we'll go the other 60. Keep your eyes peeled for a skull, guys.
I see it.
Where?
I'm pointing to it.
Where?
Oh my
Look
god.
at this.
Like he's
this
his
clear.
little eye just peeking at him.
I
Like,
see it.
You see my fucking blue thing on the goddamn screen?
He was marking it.
No, I don't.
I'm literally
Is that how
marking
this
it.
works?
I don't. Oh, there. All right.
All right, so as you guys fly on down this path here, Rampu, you shout ahead. What do you do?
I literally yelled, "There's the skull! Go quick! All steam ahead!" Then
Where
little
is-
Crick is looking the complete other way, like, "Yes, I see it," and I turn his head
it's
in
like
the correct
this way.
Rick, I guess you drive. Or are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all my movement. So we're kind of humming down
Yeah.
unless
Oh,
anybody
this is
else
where
has
we got
anything to do.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that's our turn. Unless you guys. Have
I mean,
something.
in case something else, I say we just keep invisibility.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what else is looking around here. And if it's anything like Gristle said with more surprises, the bug one's got me. I
Let's-
want to stay.
I do see someone straight ahead up here too. Just FYI. So definitely stay invisible.
Oh, that's
Across from the
that's
skull.
Gristle.
Oh, okay, that's Grizzle. Okay, good.
Oh, he's just manning the fucking bend. Okay, then yeah, I think we're cool to just keep trucking.
Yeah, just truck. So that's our turn then.
All right. That'll bring us to the Reaver then, the Void Reaver, as they come flying continuously, blazing through here. So you guys can't see through there. There's like a cliffside separating you guys. But as they come flying on through, I'm not sure if you guys can actually see over there right now, but the Raiders had another little surprise set up for anyone that came through that canyon right there. As they come flying over, a massive spike trap becomes exposed there. I'm going to have them make a dex save. With a 15, they will just be able to make their way over that. Does take a little bit of their movement to do so, as they have to navigate and get around that, but they sure enough do, unscathed. And let me see if I can recharge something. I cannot. It will take 16 points of damage, as the last time it did overcharge, it kind of overheated a little bit, and they weren't able to get it back on the engines back online. Those overcharged engines kind of damaged the machinery a little bit, but they nonetheless keep on blazing through. Another 200 feet. That was 100 there, and then another 100 here. And as they turn this corner, let's see. Yeah, the Captain Void Fist, is paying intense attention to the path up ahead, and points over. It's like, Skull Rock, dead ahead. Let's keep it going. And they keep on blazing through, and that's it for their turn. The Bone Burner. Let me make a quick roll. Okay, that's for that. Another quick roll. Okay, let me get rid of the Dust Devil, and that'll be it for them. The Iron Howl and the dwarves here with the Ankegs holding on tight. um, Another one kind of hops out of the, out of the top of the tank. Yes, and with a 6 on that, does recharge this energy blast that they have as they kind of look over and it's like, hit it! Close the top of it once again, and there's just boom! Lets off this runic overdrive, doing potentially 13 points of damage on them if they fail their strength save. That will fail, and that will fail. So both of those Ankegs, with this kind of intense, kind of arcane power, just get thrown off of the tank here. Both taking 13 points of damage, and they're not going to be in the fight anymore, essentially, because of that. And the tank, though, keeps on driving on through. It's actually going to try to run over the one Ankeg that it knocks off right there. And let's see if we can. Yep, that'll hit him. Doing 35 damage to that one.
jeez.
Yeah, it just completely crunches underneath of it as the tank chug comes on through, and they are making their way slowly but steadily. As they make it to right about here, and that's going to be their turn, and that brings us to the Bucket team. With
Flying in.
Rampoos signaling up ahead that you see Skull Rock. Continue on down south then.
Keep it moving, Crick.
Yeah, so there's 100 feet. And I guess it's this thing over to the right?
Yeah, you look over to the right and you see a cave entrance across the way from Skull Rock, just as Gristle described there should be.
Yeah, buddy.
Is there, as I'm coming in, is there any good place to maybe like hide the bucket so nobody fucks with it when it eventually comes invisible?
Or can you
invisible?
drive?
You wouldn't be able to drive into there, at least not very far. But go ahead and make a perception check to see if you, find a place you can potentially.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
What? I look at the crew. Guys, what if we stay in the car and I call Jake the Drake? Send him in there.
Do you think he'd be able to find the key?
Definitely think so.
I can move faster than him.
You can always.
And run! I say do that.
Just a reminder, as Gristle mentioned, it's not just one key that's in this room. There'll be several keys in there, and you need to find the right one. And if you don't, well, let's just say, try to find the right one.
And we can take as many keys as we want, though, right?
No, you need to take.
You just need to pick one key, and that's all you can walk out of there with?
If you pull the wrong one, I mean, you'll find out, but,
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I think
It's not like
we
a
need to
matter
go
of
in
picking
there.
up keys to go somewhere else. Got it. It's like...
I think we go in.
All right.
Yeah,
In that case...
is there a place to hide the bucket?
Oh,
yeah, I gotta roll
perception,
my
please.
Perception.
I can always summon Jake and leave him in the car, with the car.
Yeah, you see this, this tree, some shrubbery and vegetation kind of beside the entrance there that you could definitely hide it, cover it up with some of it.
All right. I kind of scurve it in there, just kind of tuck it in nicely underneath, and probably take a couple seconds to like break some branches off and put them on top of the bucket. And it's basically just looks like a Honda CRV with like a stick on top of it.
Times like this, maybe it wasn't great we painted it blue.
Beautiful.
All right,
No,
well,
it doesn't-
I think it's time to go in. Maybe. I guess we're all still invisible though.
I mean,
Are we invisible?
how? If we exit the car, we're not invisible anymore because Crick like hardwired it into the car, right?
So the vehicle is invisible currently. That's a good point. But yeah, if you guys would still stay invisible currently, last an hour until you guys take an attack roll. Deal
If we
damage or
leave
cast
the
a spell.
car, if we leave the car, how are we gonna find it?
I think we'll remember where it was.
I've seen a movie about
Do you-
this.
I literally, yeah.
What's
Just
mine
remember,
say?
first tree on the right.
Just my car, dude.
All right, so you guys park the car, you hide it. What do you do now?
I think I have a way we can get the key. I'll start running into the cave.
Okay, so Langston, you begin to run into the cave.
Oh, that's... I would say, yeah. I think
Yeah, I'm following.
I would
Yeah, I
go
think
in
I had
and
him.
I can't get
just
out.
be ready to
You guys
Hold
should
a
be.
spell until I can,
Are
like-
you still grouped? Sorry.
I would be like, come on, guys, let's go. And I would wait for like all of them to run into the cave, and then I would just hang out right outside. the
Yeah,
cave.
par for the course.
All right, so who is Langston? You got up and started running towards the cave first, and everyone else started following.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I'll lead the charge on this.
Okay, and Manta, you're staying back.
Like right at the cave entrance.
Okay, well, so you're,
Not
you're
on the blockade.
so you're trailing them though. Then
Yes, but I'm not going in. I'm hanging
Okay.
out like right at the
yeah,
cave.
just double checking. All right, so Langston, as you guys begin to run on in here,
I don't like these checks.
what's up?
I don't like these checks.
Langston, you begin to run on in. The rest of the party, Rampu, Crick close behind, Manto a little bit further behind. The earth beneath your feet, sandy, solid. As you get to running to the entrance of the cave, you feel something give a little bit, and almost like a little bit of like a squishy kind of feel. And
Oh no.
immediately you see lurching out of the sand beneath you this massive creature that looks like a cross between a stingray, a Venus flytrap, and a crocodile. It just comes slurching on up out of the ground, and you see these tentacle-like appendages reaching out of what you can only imagine it being its mouth. As you can see, it goes down to a pit with teeth circling all around it as it snaps up and tries to grab onto you, Rampu, and Crick.
I thought we were invisible.
Yeah, but it has tremor sense, so it can sense
Oh,
as you're walking
tremors,
on
yeah.
it. And so as it reaches on up using its reaction to do that, I need you guys to make dex saves for me, please, the three of you.
Would I be able to Misty Step out of the way? If it's like coming towards me, can I use Misty Step to like
You would
pop
not.
out? Nah.
I'm gonna lucky this one.
Okay,
Just in case. 26.
nice.
Thank God I did.
Okay. Rampu, feeling a little bit lucky. He sees Crick and Langston react and instinctively know that something around you isn't quite right as you take a step back instead of forward. And this kind of wing trap snaps on up and grabs onto the two of them, doing 18 points of bludgeoning damage to the two of you guys, and you become
Ow.
grappled. Let me just read all this again. Yeah, okay. So the two of you are grappled, and Rampu, you'll take 9 points of that damage, and Langston and Crick, you guys are both also blinded and restrained as it snaps on up, and it's got these tentacles now wrapping around you guys and starts to burrow back into the earth a little bit. And of course, you guys haven't taken any actions or anything yet, but it is your guys' turn. That was just a surprise little thing there, and the two of you guys, as I mentioned, restrained, blinded, and grappled. What does the party do here? And yeah, con save, a 9 will fail, so that the vehicle no longer has the thing on it. And Crick, do you have a con up on something? Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the thing.
I got rid of the Arcana magnetic repulsion on the vehicle already.
All right, so Crick, you're good.
Yeah, and I'm good for my 100.
You are good too. Awesome. All right, so Langston, and immediately as you guys stand in this spot again, there's this Venus flytrap like monster, this massive thing, latches onto the two of you guys and starts to try to swallow you. What's everyone doing here?
All right.
Oh, fuck. I need to see.
Blind and restrained.
I got it. I'll go first. So I'm gonna take a shot at this jackass, trying to swallow them all with my bow and arrow, and I'm gonna lucky it too. So hope that it hits, and just wait to see what happens if I hit. Nat 20, motherfucker! Oh! Oh! And it's gonna be a lightning arrow bonus action, motherfucker!
That will hit. That's awesome. All right, so what do I need to do then?
So technically,
Spit 'em up.
Mm-hmm.
Dex 14.
Dex 14. Okay. That's a 2.
Yeah, buddy.
Solid.
I don't know what's happening with my. I think it rolled.
I see.
Got 18.
I see a D4 on there. What's a D4 for?
4 D8s is what you roll.
4d8, and then I see a D4 also on there.
I don't. Oh, that's my gift of chromatic.
Okay, yeah, just turn that off then.
Well, that's still on, right? Because it's for like the next hour. I still have it turned on.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so and then roll your, I guess what's 48, so that's at 32.
Yep.
So 18 plus 32 is 50.
Yep.
All right, where do you shoot then? This thing.
I see it's about to swallow them, so I aim for the mouth, so it will hopefully explode and not be able to swallow them.
Absolutely. All right, yes, you take the shot down through there, and let's see something real quick. What's it say about this? Okay. Yeah, so you hit him with this massive shot, but it actually does not do anything about spitting them up with this kind of damage or anything. But still, you take this massive shot at him, and you have weakened it severely in this one shot.
Have another one.
Yeah, go for it. I was just making sure there wasn't anything about them getting spit up with it. Go for it.
Totally. And I'll take my second shot now. 22.
22 hits.
Yeah, buddy. 14 more damage.
Nice.
Do you also get regular damage on the lightning arrow too?
No, it turns.
It takes over.
Okay.
All right, but it's more damage than I would otherwise. So
Yeah.
much better. So
Awesome.
that's my turn.
Rampu takes a couple quick shots with his bow and arrow at this creature, definitely damaging it a bit as it's grappling and holding on to your allies. Who's up next?
Oh boy. Any ranged spell attack because we're like in this thing would be disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you are restrained and blinded. So because you're blind, yeah, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, and because you're restrained, you have disadvantage on dex saves.
Okay, let me see something real quick.
And your
Oh,
attack
that
rolls,
I
yeah.
can. God, I'm limited by sight with a lot of my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Manto, is there anything that you have that want to do?
I was kind of waiting on seeing what they would do, given that
Sure.
they're sucked in.
Is there anything I can do?
You guys, instead of just like a spell, of course, you guys can just, take an action to try to escape as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I were to Misty Step, I know it's a point I can see. Could it be a spot I've seen and, like, remember where I was to kind of, like, Misty Step backwards out of this thing?
Yeah, is it seen or that you can see?
It says that the precise language is, hold on. Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see. So it doesn't have the past tense. That was more of a reach.
Okay.
You know, you're like.
Yeah, I think because, we can try. You don't know maybe which direction you've been moved into or whatever. If you want to give it a try, we can roll also a d4 and we can see which direction it sends you in.
Oh God, no, because that would just there's a chance I just go further down.
Right in the hole.
That is my demons of this game.
I think that's a fair way to go about that.
It absolutely is, and I will not take the dice. Fuck it. I don't need to see this thing. I think since I'm like going down, whatever direction I can feel we're moving in, I'm gonna turn and face into it. I'm gonna burning hands this thing, point blank, and just aim like into it and aim it downward.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead and cast your burning hands as you do that.
So it'll be a second level, so he has to make a DC 15 Dex save, or he'll take 4d6.
That's a 3.
I rolled a 1. 13 fire damage to this thing, though.
Nice.
Don't you re-roll one?
Only on healing. Only on healing
wait,
stuff. If it was fire, then I would be cooking.
Alright, he does actually have, I forgot about this, magic resistance advantage on spell saves and stuff. So you rolled a 16, so he'll take half damage. I'm sorry.
So he takes 6 then, because it's half of 13.
Alright.
Cool.
You got it.
So I'm just like, I think I'm talking shit. I'm like, yeah, you thought you got me, but I've actually got you. Oh, you son of a bitch! You resist this, don't you? And I'm just like, punch it and do nothing to it. I'm like, come on.
Another tentacle kind of writhes up and grabs onto your ankle and starts to pull you in after that.
I'm gonna try to get out.
All right.
Sorry. You're done. My bad.
Yeah, that's all I got, man. So, dang, was really going to like put this on death's door, like get it really hurt, and that just didn't work. Okay.
Just did not work. Go ahead and make a strength save, or a check rather. Crick.
They're both really bad. Oh, look at that! An 18.
Crick, how do you dig deep and do this? The tendrils are latching onto you, and this thing is trying to swallow you whole.
I'm like trying to pull off all these tendrils, but like it's just not happening. So I reach into my bag and I pull out a blacksmith spade, and I start digging under them and like popping them off like buttons kind of off of me as eventually I just kind of get free, and I'm still sitting in there just kind of like hanging on, I guess, onto one. Can I move though, or no?
Let's see. It says a trapped creature can take its action to escape the trap by succeeding a strength check. Yeah, I mean, you would be, you'll have half your movement left essentially.
Okay. All right. I will move out of it, like out of the trapped area.
Yeah.
And Langston just hears, just give it a second, as he starts to hear like my nanobites just kind of start crawling out towards him. But can't do anything with that yet. And then bonus
Susan?
action, I'm gonna heal.
I hear Susan.
And then bonus action, I'll heal.
Awesome. Awesome.
Frick, I swear to God, something crawls near my mouth. You and I are gonna have some words after this.
And he's just going, because you are blinded and caught.
Awesome. Anything else for you?
It sounds like he needs help, guys. As Susan's crawling towards him. That plus 3, 8, so 16 health for me. Beautiful.
Okay. Manto?
That's it.
Okay, so I just want to confirm because the way I'm envisioning, they're kind of like. Am I able to see Langston?
Yeah, look at like the image. You can see these
I'm looking
people
at it.
like restrained inside the tendrils. of that. So
Right.
he's just kind of like completely being like
Okay,
grasped
because
by
like
that and
the whole
everything.
Venus flytrap thing was like kind of throwing me off. Cause like I didn't know if the two like lips.
Yeah, no, I
labias,
mean it is like
kinda
kind of
like
snapping up
those.
too. Yeah, it's definitely doing that
But I
also.
can see him though.
Yeah, you can see him, I'd say.
Okay. Given my extra appendages and nimbleness, I would pull out my rope and make like a quick like lasso. And I would like kind of spin it around and throw it at Langston and try and like get it to latch like on him and try and pull him up.
Right.
I don't know if all that consists of one action or what.
We can say that at least getting the lasso around him, we could get to that point if you succeed. So go ahead and make a athletics or acrobatics check. Nice.
27.
So go ahead and how do you go about doing that? You just get it around him at this point.
Yeah, so because I essentially have 3 free arms because I don't have my Githka like on me
Mhm.
because I didn't need it for this race. I just have my revolver. So you still see me just kind of holding my revolver up, but like with my other 3, I get the rope and I'm like into this like little lasso, and then again that third arm is kind of guiding it where it wants to go, whereas the other 2 are kind of spinning it. I throw it, and it just kind of goes perfectly like around him, just like missing the tendrils and tentacles. And then in that swift moment, I pull it taut, so that like a belt, knowing that like I have him pretty much tied up, and all we have to do is pull.
Yep. You feel the weight of Langston taut on the other end of that rope, safe and secure. And anything else that you would like to do? Any bonus actions or anything?
Bonus action be to pull.
That would have to be an action.
Yeah, I figured. I would just say, "Hey, Rampu, get on this rope with me."
Okay.
No, we gotta pull Langston up.
Okay.
And I would make sure he gets on the rope. He obviously won't be able to do anything else, but that is my turn.
Okay. All right. Anything else for the rest of the group?
I don't think I have a fun bonus action I can take or anything.
You know what?
Nah.
Langston, go ahead and make a Arcana check for me.
Okay. 24.
All right. Now that Manto has this rope tied around you, you have a sense of direction.
Okay. Fantastic. Because but I use Burning Hands. I can't bonus action.
That's true. Sorry.
Cool. No, you're good. I'm D&D lawyer.
Yeah, you've been fucking
Right.
Langston all round.
I absolutely just D&D lawyered myself. God,
No, it's totally true.
darn, I'm too honest. I'm honest.
I would have remembered it tomorrow. I'd be like, God damn it, Langston, do both of those things.
I'll grab it with both hands and be like, perfect. Now I can Misty Step, and I'll like try really hard, and I'll just like fart, and then just be like, oh, that's right. It's like
The tentacles start to writhe even closer now. Seem to be attracted by the warmth.
get away from my ass.
I've seen these movies before. Alright,
Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Alright, so that'll end it for you guys then. Alright. That brings us to the Stargazer then, this creature buried in the sand. With Langston in its grasp, the tendril is writhing on out. Manto kind of nearby now as well. I guess Rampu and Crick are a little bit closer. A tendril whips out and goes for Rampu, a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Since I have a sense of direction, would I be able to silvery barbs that? And like feel it kind of like going for my compatriots?
I think Silvery Barb says something about seeing as well too, right? I know the direction thing, but I think that might be a little skewed with it being from Rampu instead of Manta, where the rope is attached to.
Alright. You magically distract the creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another player. The triggering creature must re-roll a d20 and use the lower roll.
I can roll it again if
It
it's
does not
see.
say anything about the.
All right,
Does
cool.
not say anything about sight.
So you kind of feel like the kind of reverberation underneath your body then, and instinctively, you react in this way.
Yeah, I would say so. And then again, you just hear, and then still you hear the tendril go out and smack him. I'm like,
Hear the slurping wet sound against your ankle, Rampu, as it still hits. It grabs your ankle, and you are restrained now. And as it has you restrained, it starts to, it's got you kind of close by it. It starts to pull you in as another tendril lashes out, boom, and tries to hit you, Rampu, with advantage. 15.
9.
All right, it goes for another one. 21.
Ah, yeah, that hits.
And then I'll do a third one. 18.
That hits too.
Okay, so that is 18
That's
plus
4 though. So you get your
1,
fours.
2. I did 3 slam attacks, which is the correct amount for this. He gets 2 tendril whips as well.
Okay.
5
the
attacks
whip was for
total.
advantage.
All right, so
Okay, we're not killing this one. Got it.
34 points of bludgeoning damage on you, Rampu, as you are restrained, and another tendril comes in and lashes up towards Crick. 24 on the tendril grasp on Crick.
That hits too.
It just grabs around your ankle as it used all of its attacks already, but you are restrained currently. And of course, you guys see several of these tendrils around, and they don't seem, they seem fallible. They seem that they could be destroyed in a manner. But that is it for the Stargazer, as it has you guys all restrained now. You guys hear the intense turbine engine come blazing around the corner as Gristle is letting off a cheer. Oh, we're coming down to the bone now, ladies and gentlemen! Flying around the corner, and they get their 200 feet of travel distance, and they see you guys in the thick of it as they all immediately bail out of their machine, remove from group, and start to position themselves. It won't be able to move any further, but let's see. He took his action already. You know what? I think that might be it for them right here. Yeah. Coming up to Dead Man Cade, let's see something. Nope. Okay. And then that'll bring us to the Death Dwarves in the Iron Howl. Chugging along. You guys can see them come around the corner now, possibly. Can you see them up on the northwest? Yes, you can from where you are. Barely in sight. The one that's been hanging out at the top, you see, grabs some sort of flask of something. Go, 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 go. Starts chugging it down. And then inside of the smoke vent that, the kind of the chute that comes off the top of the tank, you see he just spits that liquid into it, and flames shoot out the back of the tank as they take their speed up another notch as well, going 160 more feet, and they are right up in the thick of it with you guys as well, as they all begin to disband out of their tank and join the fun. And that brings us to Team Blucket.
Okay.
Alright,
How hurt is the creature looking?
It definitely still has, some strength in it. You guys have heard it a little bit, but it does not seem to want to give up quite yet.
I would try to pull Langston out before anyone.
Okay. Go ahead and make a athletics check.
Oh hell yeah, it's -1. 15?
Manto, with the fear of Langston getting swallowed whole by this Sarlacc pit, you begin to pull him out, and you fully get him out of the mandible and the grasp of these tentacles and this giant Venus flytrap, and he is safe now. No longer restrained or blocked.
Thank you, Manto. I am sorry. I didn't realize how bad this thing was. I made a mistake.
Do what you need to do, man. And then I would just be like, oh, now save them. And then I would dash right here.
Super quick. I'm gonna take a turn now. First things first. I'm gonna look at this thing, and I'm just pissed off now. And I'm gonna use a lucky to use this, but I'm gonna cast a level 3 water bullet against it.
Nice. Go ahead and cast that and describe it for us.
Hopefully it hits. Yeah, 23.
23 hits.
All right, so this right here. Let me do the damage real quick. 25 damage. So this right here, I get mad, and I don't know if you guys have seen Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls.
Yes, sir.
He's having a spit off at the guy, and all of a sudden he just gets like really mad. He's like,
Oh my god.
I basically start doing that for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then I proceed to shoot the biggest, gnarliest dragon loogie that you guys have ever seen in your life. And but this thing comes out. This is a powerful fucking loogie. This thing literally takes the shape of a goddamn bullet, and it hits them harder than anything you've ever seen me hit with anybody before. This is an impressive loogie. It's a
My
water bullet.
god.
You guys learned today that Rampu McNasty is in fact a spitter.
Yeah, buddy. And bonus action, I'm going to take a greater healing potion. And that's my turn.
Beautiful. As Rampu spits this loogie in the direction of the Stargazer, definitely putting a hurt on it with that. You see as it kind of recoils a little bit when the tendrils, or some of the tendrils begin to kind of squirm back, recoiling back into its flesh. And awesome. Anything else for you, Rampu, or someone else want to jump in?
I'm going to jump in. I'm taking the greater healing potion bonus action, and that's my turn.
Cool.
Can I, with my lance, would I be able, because they're both still grappled, right?
I'm sorry?
Crick and Rampu are both still, like, have the tendril around their leg,
Yeah,
right?
they both have tendrils around their ankles currently.
Can I run over to Crick's tendril and, like, use my spear to try and, like, chop it or stab it to make it let go of him for, like, my action, or do something to, like, help free him from it?
Yeah, you can try to attack the tendril that's grasping him. Is that what you're asking?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 23.
23 will hit it.
8 points of damage to the tendril to make him let go of my boy.
Yeah, with 8 points of damage, you watch as you gash into it, doing some of this radiant damage that makes it almost kind of like shrink back, like the flesh shrivels up, and you see the grasp gets weaker on it. It doesn't completely let go quite yet, but you imagine maybe another one of those could potentially do it.
All right. Well, I can only have one attack, so that's a bummer for your cleric boy out here. With that, I'm just like, one more of those and you're in trouble, I swear. And then I think what I'll do for my bonus action is, let me measure real quick how far away is Manta. Oh my god, he's only 55. We are chilling. This thing's range is dope. I'll do a 4th level mass healing word to everybody because we've all been taking some hits and we're all kind of worse for wear. So everyone will get back 3d4 plus 3. I rolled a 1. Let me re-roll the 1. That's a 4. So everyone will get back 13 HP.
Yay. By the way, would I get a second, another attack? Since I technically get 2 attack rolls.
So that was casting a spell as your action.
Okay,
so yeah, that
got it.
different than an attack action. Yep.
Cool. Okay.
So that was action, bonus action, and then I'm gonna use my. If I move back, am I gonna take an opportunity attack? Or since this thing's focused on those 2.
Yeah, you'd imagine that it's it's got quite a range. It's quite sizable that it could possibly hit you if it wanted to.
Well, then I will just stand ground with my compatriots and just be like, I'm here through thick and thin. This thing sucks. It needs to die. And I'll just, like, raise my, kite shield, just, set it down, and I'm just, kind of scared. Cause I'm just this thing fucking sucks.
Awesome. Alright,
Also, it's covered in Rampu spit. Jesus Christ.
It's so moist.
What?
You covered all of it. I don't think we talked about this enough. This entire thing is coated. What are you?
Would you prefer to still be in the beast's mouth?
Oh, by no
Covered in
means.
it?
I appreciate you. This was a more curious question. Says, holy fuck, dude. You've been stockpiling that since we got to space. I know it.
That's what happens when you stop spitting in people's drinks.
Yep.
Oh. It's like, oh.
I was doing the math in my head too.
This guy gets me.
Alright, Manto? I know you ran on over there, but did you have anything else?
I mean, my action probably was to pull him, was it not?
Yeah. I don't know if you had a bonus action or anything too.
Nah, we're good.
Alright, Crick, anything else for you?
I guess I would kind of grab this tendril that's still on me, see if I can get it off with 10.
You're just trying to,
The one that's grabbing
remove
me.
it from you?
Yeah.
So did you... Well, if you're trying to hit and damage it and, destroy it, that's different than trying to escape it.
Yeah,
But
because
if you were trying to hit it, that will hit. Just.
oh, that will help. Yeah, I'm trying to hit.
Okay. All right. 8 thunder damage. Boom!
Thunder.
Strike into it, and it's kind of similar to Langston's hit. You watch as the thunderous energy kind of makes it twitch and convulse a little bit. The grasp of it weakens, but not quite enough to let go of you.
Aw. You said one more, and I just kind of hit it again at this point.
I don't do the melee stuff. This
Oh wait,
is
hold
not my
on.
forte.
What did you do it on? You did it on Rampoos though, right, Langston? Or did you do
I
it
did
on
on
Crix?
Crix.
Oh, my apologies. Then that one does it. I thought you did it on Rampoos.
Oh, okay. Cool.
See, I told you one more. Look at that. That's crazy.
You do know this a little bit.
Yeah, the tendril completely
And
Still getting used to it.
shrivels up.
And with
after
that-
hit.
I'm then gonna place myself in between the beast and them, and even if I step slightly on its mouth or anything, it doesn't bother me as I reach down and just start kind of grabbing at the tendrils and just hitting the monster. Which will do 25.
25 hits.
And now it's got disadvantage on everybody but me.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then bonus action, Rampu and Langston just kind of feel that electric energy shimmer off me as I cast my defensive matrix. And it's just, I think we're ready now, as we're kind of prepared to take on this beast a little bit less surprised.
We had to give it a chance. We had to give it a chance against the Stormbreakers.
Excellent. All right. Anything else for you guys? I think that's it
My
for
food
everyone.
hasn't kicked in yet, has it?
Not quite yet. Nope. Guys,
All right.
it's been about a minute since you ate.
Oh wow. This is a
God.
quick minute, a long minute.
Yeah, it sure has. As you end your turn over there, then kind of at the edge of its kind of the wing trap, as we'll call it, it snaps at you, Crick, with a bite. Let's see, 28 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, let's go ahead and just finish these off. 22 and 19.
Can I
Two
warding
hits.
flare one of them?
Yeah, roll a d4, and if you roll a 4, re-roll it. Re-roll it. All right, you can warding for the second one.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Oh, that's divinity.
So go ahead, yeah, use that. Let me go ahead and re-roll. 14, so one of them will hit then, total.
Yay!
Okay.
That will do 15 points of piercing damage to you, Crick.
Nice.
As it just kind of snaps onto you. It's trying to, chomp you into this Venus flytrap area, but you are able to evade most of it. I need a con save from you, and then we're gonna move it to the Reaver group over here. Captain Voidfist, getting out of the vehicle, looks over and sees Manto making his way on over here.
No, I'm invisible. I'm invisible.
You're invisible. All right.
Oh, because you haven't taken any attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So Captain Voidfist then, with haste, comes and moves closer to the scene here. Close behind is Glitch and Blight Fang, the lizard folk. Whoops, he's still grouped to the vehicle. And
That rocket ship is getting closer.
well, God damn it.
Ram it.
Hit it with your ship.
There we go. Yeah, Blight Fang gets a little bit closer up behind as well, as they see the scene here, and they all have weapons drawn at the ready, and they're all kind of just watching this scene here. Captain Voidfist looks over and sees Crick at the edge. Saw this display of punching into the tentacles a couple times, evading this massive snapping attack, and he's kind of eyeballing this a little curiously as he kind of lifts up his cybernetic arm, and it's just Manto, as you're standing behind, you can watch him doing this, and he kind of shakes his head for a moment and puts his arm back down. Blight Fang behind him, kind of like looking around like, what the fuck is he doing? He pulls up these two wooden balls attached to a string and starts to swing them around over his head. He's like, "Watch out, Captain!" As he kind of just throws over his shoulder in your direction, Crick, these bolas, as he goes and tries to hit you. Does a 20 hit?
No, it does not anymore.
It does not. As you just see these two kind of like I mentioned, there are two wooden spheres attached to a string between them, land beside you, in the dirt, and then the Warforged Glitch is up now. He seems more intrigued by the monster than anything, and lights and sensors are illuminated on his helm, and as this is going down, you watch he kind of lifts up his one arm that you guys have been seeing the flaps come out and the magic missiles come out of, but instead this time as the flap opens up, a larger kind of almost like a cannon comes out of his arm there, and he holds it up in the direction of you guys, and boom, you watch as his arm just jolts back with this energy, and a fireball erupts on the center of the creature here. So it's a 20-foot circle. So I need everyone in that circle to make a dex save. That's Crick, Rampu, Langston, and the big guy.
God.
roll for the Stargazer.
Is it 31?
Nat 20, motherfucker!
Nat 20.
Very nice. It's a 31 damage if you rolled below a 14 on the dex save.
Do I get it? Do I get a half and half?
Wait, why do I still have
Nat 20?
concentration?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
All right.
Because my thing fell. Oh, I see. There we go. Let me click
Fire
here.
explodes back here on the center of this creature. A bunch of the tentacles shrivel up, singe away, are destroyed as Glitch looks over at his captain, clearing the path for you, Captain. And then looks back over at the group and at you guys and begins to take another couple steps forward closer to the creature, ending their turn there. Up here, let's roll a couple d20s. Alright, something happens, and the Iron Halded dwarves over here, they halt immediately as they see this scene, just parking in the middle of the pathway here, and like a clown car, they all start crawling out of the one hole in the top there, some of them falling over the edge, and as the scene is going on here, chaos, to the north, south, east, and west. You guys see them coming around, and the leader of this group here. Let me send the picture once again. You've seen these guys adorned in all sorts of skulls and heavy metal armors, and they have these mohawks. And these guys are, they're pretty fucking badass. As they hop on, fall out of the car, some of them. This leader here looks at them and kind of stops them in place. He puts his hands up on them. He takes a swig of this drink, and like Triple H almost, he spits a mist of it all over them. And you guys watch in this instant the three that he sprays that on top of. Why won't you grab? They all become giant in size. As you see these death dwarves, these once minuscule 3-foot tall dwarves are now standing at 10 feet tall. No, they're like 15 feet closer, but these dwarves are fucking massive now, and they are stomping their way closer and closer to you guys, seemingly with heated passion. And as they hop on out, let's see, that will be their full movement to get down there, unfortunately. Getting out of the vehicle and tumbling about and whatnot. That is going to end their turn there, and that'll bring us to Team Blucket.
Alright, first things first, I see them do that. Oh yeah? Two can play that game. I reach into my pocket, pull out my potion of Hill Giant Strength, and I chuck that shit down here.
Hell yes, and as you chug that down, you don't get any bigger, but damn do you feel strong.
Yeah, brother.
Damn.
My strength is now 21. Let me do that real quick. And the creature is dead, right?
It's not dead quite yet. A lot of those tentacles have singed away and burned away after that fireball. But it's definitely, it looks like it wants to take something home for a meal still.
Cool. Okay, well, first things first then, I'm going to take a swing at this bitch with my short sword.
Okay. Real quick, actually, before you guys take your turn here, as this thing has lurched up out of the ground. It can only go up maybe 10 feet up out of there. It does leave you guys with space to go under it a little bit or around it if you wanted to. You see the cave entrance is, of course, right behind it, obfuscating and blocking the entrance as much as it can. But with it being the sizable creature that it is, and you guys being smaller, you can try to maneuver around it if you wanted to as well. Just something to keep in mind. This cave doesn't seem like it's too deep or anything like that.
Got it. So in that case, I'm not going to attack it just yet. I I'm gonna send them in first. You guys, get in there. I'll cover you, since I am the strongest right now.
All right. I mean, okay. We'll have to. I'm afraid we might get boxed in, but okay, we can still go looking.
There is a lot to cover. But I guess.
Yes, the three of you go in there. Trust me.
Okay. So can we go like skivvy on in, like under it to look into the back of the cave, I guess?
Yeah, you guys can definitely try to do that. You guys can probably use the two of you, both of you guys, Langston and Crick. If you guys are both trying to get in there, you guys can probably use both your full movement to get to, like the center of like the entrance there.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll move like here to shimmy under it.
Okay.
I'll be like, "Come on, Crick, we got Captain's orders. If it's what he wants to do, let's fucking get to it so we can get things taken care of and get the fuck out of here."
That's a good idea. Kind of start crawling into the cave. As an
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
All right. So Langston and Crick, did you guys both get pulled into a separate scene?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys get on in here, and you see, like I mentioned, the cave isn't very deep. It ends at this like dais in the center of the room in here. And as you guys step into the chamber, your footsteps stir up the dust of 1,000 lost attempts at this place prior. You see 7 keys hang from chains overhead, each one of them different. Some of them glinting, some of them dull. All of them seem pretty old and ancient.
Okay. I think this is where I would just I think I would just kind of look at Crick and be like, let me see if I can get some mystic insight on this. And I will pray to Saluna. I'll cast divination. I'll pray to Saluna and ask with divination which of the 7 keys is the one we are currently seeking.
All right. How long does divination take to do?
I have been checking. It is instantaneous.
Okay, great.
So I'll just like kneel, put my hands together, and just utter that phrase, and then just be like, cryptic or straightforward, anything you got is perfect. Just please, which of these 7 is the one we're after?
Yeah, can you just send the description again so I know what exactly I'm supposed to, or how I'm supposed to answer? There we go. The spell puts you in contact with you. Yes, one question about the answer is truthfully. Alright, cool. So you ask this question, and you look around in the room. Again, you see the several different keys hanging from chains from the ceiling there. And as you ask this, you hear her respond to you. 7 hang, and only 1 fits. Gold is pride, it breaks and quits. Iron bears the brand of flame, but never learned the lock's true name. Wood was carved with loving hand, but time forgot what love once planned. Glass is clear but shatters fast. Stone endures, but not the past. One is made of what remains, when time has eaten flesh and chains. It waits in silence, cold and dry, the only one who doesn't lie.
Okay. I'll repeat that to Crick. I'll be like, thank you, dear goddess Saluna. You are a blessing on this fine day. Also, you are not wrong. There is evil afoot like you wouldn't believe down here. Thank you for that heads up. And I'll just repeat that to Crick and be like, you got anything?
Guess I'd look up at the keys and try to figure out what they're made out of.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the 7 different keys up here. You see one made of gold, as says, one made of iron. Actually, go ahead and make like a investigation check or perception. See how quickly you're able to do this.
So investigation 27.
Ooh.
And to add a little cream into the pot, I've kind of got all. I'm like looking at it with my tools and kind of taking it as I use kind of a built for success as a reaction to get it up to a nice 30.
Incredible. Yeah, you see gold, iron, wood, glass, stone. But as she mentions, one is made of what remains when time is eaten, flesh and chains. And you look up, and the words of Gristle reverberate in your mind. It's gonna come down to the bone! And you look up and you see a key made out of bone hanging from a chain up there.
And I just kind of reach up, grab the bone key, pull it off, look at Langston. We should get going.
We certainly should. Should we sell and just be like, we grabbed the one key, like, and just like, maybe, is there any way we could spin this to make them think we just picked a random one?
I think we pretend like we don't have a key at all.
I like your idea. And then as we're running, can I bonus action take a potion of healing?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna, as he's like talking to me about the key, he just sees me just vomit directly in his face as I cast Cure Wounds on him. Level 2.
7. I'm just like, yeah, so anyway.
So he's gonna get that. He's gonna get 22. And then I will bonus action a hit die on myself as well.
Awesome.
8, 9, 10, 11, 22.
And just so Rampu and Manto, you guys can see what they just saw in there. That's the scene.
Wow.
So as you guys run back on out, or begin to emerge back out, you can see the writhing of the beast still outside the entrance here. And Rampu and Manto, what do you guys have?
Okay.
Because you imagine you guys
Manto,
would be
you wanna
doing
go
this
first?
while they are in there and figuring this out.
Yeah. Manso, you want to go first?
Sure. I would then move real quietly into this vehicle. Would I notice that it has keys in it?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation. Oops. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. 19.
You don't see keys, but that's never stopped Manto before.
Of course not. So then I get like, it's like, I'll just whip out what I showed Rampu what to do, and I whip out my like lock picking tools. And I'm like, all right, let's take this bad boy for a spin. It's pretty badass. And I'm just like exactly what I told him, but of course, he did it in 30 seconds, and I've done it so much that I do it in 1 second. Oh,
That's what
I
she
hope.
said.
Would you like me to make a roll with my thieves tools?
Yes, please.
Okay. 21.
All
For
right.
you, man.
Yeah. Manto, as quickly as he can, begins to hotwire this thing with his thieves' tools, and
Yeah.
the humming of the arcane turbine engine begins to reverberate now, and immediately Glitch and Blightfang and Captain Voidfist begin to crank their necks into your direction, but of course you got the jump on them. What's Manto do?
Yeah. I turn around, and I don't know, because I'm guessing it's just bonus action now. I don't know what kind of distance I've got, but
Got 100 feet.
my plan is... Oh, that's fucking perfect. I literally go in the path. I don't worry about the big robot dude. Well, yeah, I don't really get him. But I literally run these two over, and then I go right at the giants. And I just, honestly, full speed, I run right into the adamantine car as well. Vehicle. Running all of them over.
All right.
That's incredible.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Let's do
Don't
something
fuck with
real
Luke, people.
That's so good. Holy shit.
All right.
As I'm driving, though,
Mhm.
Langston would just hear in his head, yeah, I'm gonna need you after this.
Message received. I think you hear back. I'm just like, wait, why? And then I hear the car start to go fast. I'm like, oh, good god.
You know a chiropractor?
I am one, motherfucker.
Roll a d20 plus 7 for each target that you are going to try to hit.
D20 plus 7 or D27 times?
D20 plus 7. It will end up being
Yes, I
7 times, it looks like, but yes.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not 20, motherfucker!
Nice. So that will be on
Oh.
Blight Fang, the first one. Keep it going.
Fuck, damn.
Do I hear two?
Nat 20.
Better not be. Alright, 4, cool. Alright,
Oh, well.
so, alright.
11.
Let's
Let's
go ahead.
use my inspiration.
Alright, sure. Go for it.
Alright. Just to kind of get it out of the way. 19.
19 hit. Alright, so,
Another nat 20.
wow.
Yeah. It is a high
Nat
speed
20.
rocket. It kind of
Still
makes
power
sense to
with
just
dice.
be an absolute machine.
Yeah, right.
Seriously.
16.
16 will hit one of the dwarves. Yep.
Do I hear
Dirty
three?
20.
That'll hit.
26. Do I have any more?
I think
One, two,
one
three,
more.
4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah, for the tank now.
11.
Alright. Yeah, so that kind of makes sense. You kind of slow down by the time you ran through all these things and you slam into the creature. Alright, so go ahead and roll, it's, what did I say? 3d6 will be for each one that you hit. So, on the crits, do 3d6 and then we'll
Do
add
not
18 to it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nah, 6.
Okay, so that's 24 on the
Yep.
first one. Go ahead. Do it again, 3d6. Just keep them
Oh,
coming.
Yeah.
10 on Big Dude, on Captain Voidfist, okay?
Next one will be the Nat 20 too.
Yep. So that'll be
Holy
nice.
shit.
That's a good one. 18 plus 16 is 34, right?
8.
Yeah.
Another 8.
Okay.
How many more do I have?
One more.
Oh, yeah.
16. Nice. As you blaze on through all of them. And then roll it one more time. That's how much damage that the Reaver is going to take. Cool. 10 more damage. Smacks into that thing.
Killed your boy.
Sparks goes everywhere. Chunks of scrap metal flying all across here. You just completely run through one of these giant dwarves, and they just completely get pummeled over and buried into the sand. Missing a few teeth, a few more than he already was, that is. And Manto goes slamming into this Sherman tank in the back here, the Iron Hell, almost completely rendering the Reaver useless as well with that. Manto, go ahead and make you also a deck save for me as you slam into the Iron
Yeah,
Hell.
I kind of figured I was going to need to. Oh, God. 11.
Okay, it's just going to be the same that the 3d6. So 10 points of bludgeoning
I'll
damage.
take
A little bit of whiplash as you slam
Yeah,
into
exactly.
that. And awesome. You guys just see Manto, is now visible, just
Just,
pummel through everyone outside of this creature. And I guess you guys, Langston and Craig, you guys don't see this, but I imagine you hear the humming,
I do.
the arcane
I just hear the
engine
visual.
outside. And
Bleedy,
feel like
I
a
saw
little-
everything.
exactly, yeah.
You just when we hear like the ting of the reaver hit the tank, Manto just hear in his head. You good? You okay?
The right key.
We got it, buddy. Are you holding up okay?
I will be when I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And I guess I would just, I would just hop out and just like hide back here behind these bushes.
A little
not like-
woozy. But yeah, awesome. Incredible. Go ahead and take inspiration. Rampu, what do you got?
Right back.
Nice. Okay, first thing first. Inspiration. Okay. So now these guys, the ones in red, are all pretty hurt, right?
Correct. Yeah, anyone in red, it means they're bloodied.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. First things first, take a shot at the red big guy back here, the giant,
Okay.
by the Manto.
Alright, sure.
And let's see what happens. I shall. Wait.
27 hits.
Yeah, buddy. Cool. Awesome. Good that it did, because I'm gonna bonus action now.
Oof.
Hold on. This fucking asshole's freezing. There we go. Bonus action. I'm out of lightning arrows, but I still have Hail of Thorn. I'm gonna do that, which means I'm gonna level 3 that with 2 to 10 damage. With next
Dex
everybody
saves.
with attack.
Alright, so the one that you're
Everybody-
targeting is, he rolled a 22. The one next to him rolls a natural 1. And the one below him rolls a 17. The short guy.
Very nice. So one of them failed, the other 2 pass. I'm gonna roll 2d10 real quick. My thing is being very stubborn. There we go. 1, 2. Give me a shoe. So the people that failed. Oh, god damn it! Of course.
Awesome.
It's the
We'll
worst.
take 1 damage. That is, I mean, yeah, you can't really do much about that, but yeah,
That's so annoying.
it's
dude.
unfortunate.
That's so annoying.
A couple
Well,
of
I still have my.
pew pew little pebbles fall out from the sky. And, ah, fuck!
That's so lame. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna now take a shot at my second shot. I'll go for the big guy again.
Okay.
He's in red. And I shall lucky this. Just so it hits. Hopefully.
That will hit.
25. Nice. And I got that. Cool, so that's 10 damage.
Oof, he is looking hurt. As that arrow pierces into him, but standing tall like a giant, he just looks down and kind of flexes, and the arrow pops out of his chest, wipes off some of the blood, and then licks it. And before we get to the Stargazer's turn, before we end your guys' turn, Langston and Crick, was there anything else that you guys wanted to do? Just like you had the key, did you want to present that you have it or anything, or do you guys have any other moves that you wanted to do, or?
I'm like hiding the key.
I think we're holding on to it. Like we couldn't find the right one, and we're like coming out for help to be like we need to get everyone in there to help us. I used my action and bonus action already. I'm kind of cooked.
Okay.
I think we're just putting up a facade of just like, hey, like we got no idea. We're gonna need to get everyone to like look for this thing.
Alright, as you guys go running in and out quickly of this cavern entrance, skirting onto the edge of the Stargazer's tentacles, which are still writhing, trying to find something to feast on, as it's been waiting patiently all race day, all race week, for something to finally feast on. That is where we will pick it up the next time we get together, and we'll see how this race concludes.
Alright.
Awesome.
We're the only people with a workable car, so that's good.
That's a win.
The tank is definitely still workable, but yeah, you guys are definitely in a good
Now they're too
position.
big to use. Fine.
Awesome game, guys. We are just about at the end of this. We'll pick it up here the next time we get together. Is there anything else to close out on before we call it a night?
9.
That was great.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all
Oh,
for
yeah.
playing. Thanks everyone for watching. Some awesome moves tonight. There was a lot of fun to see some of the stuff that you guys pulled. We'll continue on and see what more shit we can pull the next time. So go ahead and take a long rest and look out for those goblins under the stairs. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.
Later, gamers.
Later.